Nail Mechanic here again today. So I had a video package reveal of some products I'll be using today. That video took place yesterday. Unfortunately, we're having a little difficulty getting them to upload properly, so we're just going to go into this today. I am going to do a full set on Cecilia. We are going to use sculpting forms, glow-in-the-dark acrylic powders, some fun coloring nail polish that I just received from Nail Couture with their Wonder Woman gel top coat. We're going to be using that. Gonna have a lot of fun, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it, which, you know, is not right nor wrong, but it's just how I do it. So awesome, let's get started. Hi guys, so my first step here is going to be to remove the nail polish, prior nail polish on her nails, and buff her nails for a hard surface so the acrylic will stick to. I'm going to be using my portable I Believe drill, and you guys know I love this one. And then I'm going to be using the drill bit, the non-cut, non-burn. So let's get started. So our next step is going to be applying the prep and the primer from Ugly Duckling. So I'm going to mix up a couple products today, but I will be using prep and prime from Ugly Duckling. So let's get started. Okay, so my next step, I am going to use sculpting forms, and I'm going to sculpt out her nails with the acrylic powder. The forms I'm using today are the Swan forms from Ugly Duckling, and they go up to 1 through 6 on level of height for what you prefer to have your nails, long or short. Today we're going to do level 1 for her, very short ones. All right, let's get started. Okay, the way I do the sculpting forms is I take the little circle that was in here and I place it on the back to give it a sturdy base for when I bend. I come around, I do this, and then I break the top. So there's a crease in the bottom. So it's a little bit more helpful to place it on. Okay, so I've placed 5 forms on these 5 fingers, and I do it one at a time, and this is why. Forms really they just don't apply as well. We'd like them to stick harder, but we don't, because then we have to take them off at the end. We don't want it to be a struggle and then completely destroy the nail that we formed. So it's kind of a touchy thing. And so I apply 5 at one time, and then after this point, I do this hand with acrylic powder. And I shape the nails and I let them dry. After they dry, I start peeling off one by one the forms. Then after that, I'll move that hand to the side and go to the other hand and repeat the process before buffing or filing them off. Okay, here's some of the products that I'm going to use today. I'm going to use my dabbing dish from Ugly Duckling, and I'm going to place the Ugly Duckling monomer in the dabbing dish. Of course, I'm going to be using my number 8 acrylic brush from Ugly Duckling. I'm going to use the nail cakery for the powder, and this is why, because this is glow-in-the-dark powder and my girls like it. So I'm going to mix a little bit of products up here. So this is the acrylic powder we're going to be using today. I also got these new brush wipes in from Nail Couture, so I'm going to try them out today during this whole process. All right, let's get started. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm moving my brush around in the monomer. Already wiped it off several times. I'm gonna get some monomer on my brush. I'm gonna come in. formed all the nails, my next step is going to be using my files and my buffers and my drill to get the exact shape that it needs to be. Because within sculpting and forming, sometimes it's not the exact shape you want, so you have to come in with files, buffers, and possibly a drill. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the last and final step of this. We have got the sculpts out, or we've done the buffing, and then we did the prep and the primer, and then we did placing the sculpting forms on. Then we did the acrylic, and then we did the buffing and the drilling to refine the shape of the nails. Now we're doing the polish. So this is the last and final step. I'm going to use some products like I said. This is the new nail polish line from Nail Couture. I'm going to try to use these on her. On top of I'm going to use Ugly Duckling 018. The polishes I'm using from Nail Couture is 071 and 070. The polish I'm using from Ugly Duckling is going to be 018. On top of it, to top coat all the nails, we're going to use the new Wonder Woman top coat gel that I have not used yet, but just received in the mail when I received these. So let's check it out. Okay, so this new nail polish from Nail Couture, his new line, it is a lamp-free gel-like polish. So it says not to use the lamp, and it's kind of like, I assume, an air dry. We're gonna try this one out. If it doesn't, go with what we're trying to do, then we'll change it up and just use all gel. But I am using gel polishes as well, so I'm gonna have to figure out, because sometimes if it's a regular polish and you put it in the lamp, it'll have ripples in it, and I don't want that. So we're gonna start out with this one. So we have done a full set, and I'm super excited. I like the way they turned out, but I want to talk to you about a couple key factors that I realized with some of the products. I'm going to stick some cuticle oil on her real quick, and then after I'm done talking, we're going to do a reveal shot. Okay, so this cuticle oil here is from Neo Nails' kit, their starter kit. It smells awesome. I love it, so I use it a lot. Okay, wrap those in. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about two things. These polishes. So they are like total air dry. I put them in the UV lamp because on her ring finger, as you'll see in the reveal shots, she has this gel polish from Ugly Duckling, so it had to go in the lamp. So when putting her hands in the lamp with this polish on her other 4 fingers, it didn't ripple, which is good. That was a good reaction with it being in the lamp. I did 2 coats. One because the first coat there was some see-through to the original acrylic nails that she had on, or that I have put on, and you didn't want to see any of that. So I did another coat. It's very thick, and I want to show you. It's very thick polish. Okay, and it doesn't dry as fast as I thought it would because I had to do 2 coats. Obviously it's going to take longer to dry, and it is thick polish. Now these have sparkles in them and glitter. I don't know how the other base polishes of this new line is without the glitter in. I don't have any of those. I'll have to try them out. But with this one here, and this is 071, it's going to take a time process of drying. You might want to put it in a lamp with a fan. My lamp has a fan. And you're gonna have to wait between coats so it doesn't get too thick. So that was what I wanted to tell you about this one. I used the Wonder Woman gel top coat over top of it. Now it is not a non-wipe. I had to do some chemicals over top of it to get it to soften out. And as you can see, this bad boy is thick. Like, this is super thick here. So you gotta be careful when applying it. You don't wanna apply too much, because when you do, obviously your nail's gonna be much thicker than you originally planned it to be. So it is very thick. Okay, so those are the two things that I wanted to talk to you about. I had a lot of fun here. Products that I used again was Nail Couture. I used Ugly Duckling, and I used the Nail Cakery for the acrylic powder, which is a glow-in-the-dark acrylic powder. And if you watch on this video a little bit back, when we were getting her nails out of the UV lamp, the acrylic powder was starting to glow. And it does glow. It glows in the dark, it glows with UV lights, it glows with sun, it glows with regular light bulbs. It's a really awesome powder, and it's $9.99 on their site. So yeah, all right, thank you for sitting with us and watching my video, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Love you all. Bye.